everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Last week's performance.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And some room to roam now. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to float this one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Bengals. 43 yards. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Detroit! They come out here in the I. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And he now can wear the crown for the best ball carrier in a single season.
And think of who he has passed to get here. And being able to stay healthy, get enough carries, get great support from his offensive line and receivers blocking for him. But best of all, this is one talented individual that now has the record.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And here we go on 1st and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. Standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Here's Brian Anger now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And wow, fortunately he was able to get it back, but it's left his guys in a bit of a hole here. They're backed up deep to start this drive.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And out now, here come the Bengals. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they...
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Set. Green 39. Leopard.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they're operating in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. And they'll go on the ground. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen. So this guy's just sitting there, right? He's got like 30 hot dogs in front of him. And what's that? Apparently we're back. Okay, so Larry's halftime show got cut off. Sorry, we were doing story time here in the booth. We are ready, though, for the now a hit and a loose football. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. See if they stay on the ground for second down. 1 receiver left, 2 to the right.
Check, Patriot. No, check, Patriot. Back 99, Philly, here we go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got time under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They get him that time thanks to the safety blitz as he sank for a loss of 4.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 61 yards. And let's not forget he had the receiving touchdown earlier. Now a trio of rushing touchdowns. Quite a performance.
Diversification. That's all you can talk about. His ability to do everything.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here comes the defensive unit for the Buccaneers as they get set here. And with this deficit, let's be honest, it's time for them to get a stop.
And partners, you understand very well from our time together visiting with coaches, defensive coordinators tend to be a little more emotional, a little more high-strung than others. I have a feeling that speech came out about taking a stand and bowing up in this possession.
Yeah, that's where this word pride comes out, right?
In a big way. For me, that was an example of why offensive linemen might want rearview mirrors at times, because you have your assignments to block, but if you can see what's going on in the backfield and maybe the guy carrying the ball is headed in another direction, you might change what you do up front. But if they can't see that and he's not in sync with what they're doing up front, well, this is when you end up with plays like this. A bad one for the offense, a really good one for the defense.
So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! 319! 319!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some space here. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. 79 yards. And that rushing touchdown is fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to launch this thing. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the time they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Hurry up, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And the back goes into motion.
No. Check. Patriot. Leopard.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He's got time. Still back there. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They come out here in the eye.
Green, 39. Hey, 96 is coming. Go, Mike, 96. Set. Gun. Over. Detroit. No. Check. Patriot.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. First down, he'll drop to throw, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say, should have caught that one. That was a drop, and we just put it on the offense. How about a little credit for the defense there? They just forced an incompletion.
Yeah, especially after starting in a tough spot defensively, but a good start there on first down.
That gave them a little extra confidence there, starting, as you said, in a tough spot and being able to make a play on first down.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now they'll run it on the toss. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. NFL teams last year, a little under 50% on 4th down conversions. This is a bit tougher. 4th and 4.
Detroit! Check 25, check 25. Back 99, Philly, here we go. Check. Go.
Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
2nd and goal as the offense looks to... And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Bengals take possession. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 2nd down following the run.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone. Back 99, Philly. Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Marty. 40.
They'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Bengals.